insects. Insects like bees, ants, and termites are called social insects. They have a social structure that includes a well-defined system of division of labor. Ants. An ant colony is a group of ants that live together. A colony consists of several underground chambers connected to each other and to the surface of the earth by small tunnels. It has special rooms for nurseries, food and storage. There are 3 types of ants: the queen ant, male ants, and worker ants. 1. The queen ant. The queen ant is the mother of all the other ants in a colony. Unlike other ants, she is big in size.
A queen ant has wings. The task of the queen ant is to lay eggs. The queen has very little control over the colony. An ant colony often has many queens.
2. Male ants. Male ants also have wings, but they die shortly after mating. 3. Worker ants. Depending on the body structure, worker ants are of the following kinds, each performing a specific function. Soldier ant. A soldier ant guards the opening of the nest to prevent enemies from entering. Forager ant. A forager ant leaves the nest in search of food. When it finds large amount of food, it returns to the nest and leads other forager ants to help carry back the food. Nursery worker ant. A nursery worker ant cares for newborn ants known as larvae that hatch from the eggs. Cleaner ant. A cleaner ant is responsible for cleaning the entire ant nest.
Bees. Bees are most social among all insects. They live only as members of a community or colony. There are 3 types of bees in a community, namely the queen, female, the drone, male, and the worker, sterile female. Each type of bee has different functions in the colony.
The queen bee is the only egg-producing female in the community. She is the mother of all drones, workers, and future queens. The lifespan of the queen is 1 to 3 years. The worker bee. Worker bees cannot mate or lay eggs. They do most of the work. They secrete wax, build honeycombs, gather nectar, pollen and water, convert the nectar into honey, clean and protect the hive from enemies. The drone bee. It is a stingless and defenseless bee. Its only function is to mate with the queen. Most wild animals live in groups. They live and move in groups to look for food and water, protect themselves from enemies, and groom the young ones. Living in a community. We all live in a society because we need people who can help us fulfill our basic needs like food, clothing, and shelter. The food we eat, the houses we live in, and the clothes we wear have come from the joint efforts of people like farmers, laborers, tailors, and architects. The social life of animals centers around food and shelter. In case of humans, community life is not just about food, clothing, and shelter. It serves many other useful functions as well. We get together on special occasions such as birthdays, weddings, and festivals to celebrate. Group activities make our lives richer and happier. Living in a community also helps us to exchange our thoughts and ideas with others. It also helps us to care for others. In other words, living in a community brings people closer to one another.